question because all of them they ask me this thing, so I can ask you. Every January 1st, they will bring this because it's first fruit. Your first salary, your first like this, your first like this. You understand? So I want to ask you this every January when they ask us to pay a first fruit. No, God, this is the Bible.
Mr. Diamond, that first fruit principle that they keep doing every January, first of all, is not even Bible. It's not New Testament. Really? And if you even want to follow the principle, let's say we have decided to be stupid. Let us follow the principle with them that there is something called first fruit. Which scripture do they use? Is Proverbs chapter 3 verse 9. Okay, so without interpretation, without explanation, let's follow that Proverbs hook, line and sinker. Proverbs 3:9 says, honor the Lord with the first fruit of your increase. With the first fruit of your increase. So it means the first fruit will be from increase. That is to say, even without interpretation, if I have a salary of 1,000 naira every month last year, and this is January, and my pastor say bring first fruit, the first fruit is not 1,000 because 1,000 is not increase. 1,000 is my salary. The first fruit is of your increase. Anybody that doubts me should go and check Proverbs 3:9. It's written there. It will be the first fruit of your increase. So let's say January, my salary has increased from 1,000 to 1,200. So the first fruit will be the increase on top, which is 200, not the 1,000. That is to say, we have decided to be stupid. Let's follow them like that. It will not even be the salary. It's the increase on top. But that is not even what the scriptures are teaching. The Old Testament is types, shadows, prophecies, and promises. Again, types, shadows, prophecies, and promises. The New Testament is the reality. So in the Old Testament, when we see the first fruit, it was a teaching on honor for God. And the honor for God in first fruit is what Jesus has done in dying. Jesus is the first fruit of God. He's the one that rose from the dead. It's called the firstborn, the first begotten, the first fruit of all those that slept. He's the first to rise from the dead. First fruit has to do with the first people that embrace the gospel, or the first people that embrace the plan of God. And in the New Testament, our first fruit is Jesus, who died and rose, and in his resurrection, all of us have life. So first fruit is not money. First fruit is either the first people in a community to receive the gospel, because in Romans 16, Brother Paul talked about the first fruits of the brethren in Achaia, the first fruit of those that receive the gospel. And Jesus is our first fruit in resurrection. So that whole principle of first fruit is not even scriptural. And if you want to go to by scriptural, the first fruit is Jesus in his resurrection. It's not money. And even if you decide to be dumb and follow them, the first fruit is not your salary. It will be the increase on the salary. And if there's no increase in that salary, then there's no first fruit. But the teaching of the first fruit is not New Testament. In the New Testament, first fruit is Jesus in his resurrection, and the first people that embrace the gospel in any given community. That's what the Bible teaches.
You hear me now? So now we're not talking about first fruit. So that thing where Nigeria church they do so, that thing has come. Now you try to tell us now.
That's right.